Okay guys, in today's video we're going to be unboxing the Lacrosse weather station. And the Lacrosse Technology, they are a family owned company and they did not send me this. So let's get started. You got a packing slip, and then with this ordered a rain gauge and the weather station itself. Now this is going to replace the old weather station that you can't see, but whatever. So let me grab scissors to open it. So first, let's start with the rain gauge. The rain gauge is really nice to have because it measures your rain. And all that stuff. So there we are. We got the seal open. Now let's open the box. Okay, so we got mounting screws in here, and then we have the rain gauge. Now this is a newer model than my old rain gauge, so it will not work with my old station. So let's take it out of the bubble wrap, and here it is. And this does require batteries, so you do have to go ahead and purchase batteries for it. But then the top comes off with these two tabs, and then you got your sensor stuff right there and your battery compartment, and then this right here that you want to remove before first use. So I'm gonna remove the piece of cardboard just like that, throw that in the box, and then show you that later. And then open these screws, which are taped extremely well. Okay. And then there's just 4 screws right there in that. Alright, now time for the station. It's a color station and is Wi-Fi. Okay, and then we'll just rotate this down like this, and then pull this out. And as you can see right there, we have all the contents of the weather station right there. They even include quick start guide. So let's go. So your quick start guide is right here. It gives you information on like how to set it up and stuff. And then here's the station display. This is new to me. I've never had one like this. And then here we are. Here's your temperature sensor. And then let's take the station out of the plastic as well, so that you guys can see here. Here's the station in more closer detail on the back. Okay. Let's see. Here is a mount for the this is for the wind sensor. So as you can see here, you got the mount, and then this just comes off, so you can pop a rotational piece in if you want, or you can just leave this on as it doesn't need it off to work. So there's that. Power supply. This is like a standard one they use. here's the optional rotational part for it. So essentially what that allows you to do is you can pop off the cap and you can have like this right here on the side of your house, and then you can have this face up like this, that your weather sensors still face up. That's what that does. And then here you got the knob for your for that thing I just showed you. And then right here we got some screws to mount the wind sensor. And then last but not least, we have the wind sensor itself, which I'm going to take out of the package right here. So here is the wind sensor. You want it orientated like this and facing this way when it's in position. So I will now then continue the video with setting up the station. So I'll be right back. Station is getting replaced. I have it all in the app, and I'm just gonna remove that so then I can show you guys setting up the new station. Okay, the old weather station has been removed. Now let's get the new one and start setting it up. So first things first, I have the new display. I'm just going to carefully peel the film off of it. So satisfying. And you got all your buttons up here, and then this on the back, which you pull out later. So you got that, and then our power adapter. And the power adapter they give you includes a very generous length of cord. It's probably, I'd say, about 5 feet. Okay, so now there's a port right here. Hard to tell, but there's a port right there. You're going to stick the cord in it and run it out the side that you want. So I stuck it in right there, and I'm just going to run it through. There's like a little cable groove thing right here, and it comes out just like that. But I'm going to put it on the other side. Okay, so that's there, and then I'll just run my cord down below real quick. And bring my cord in right here. Plug that in, and there you are. There's the weather station. And now we're going to continue with the setup off of the book. So now we need to power up our sensors. So I'm going to grab the sensors. So we got the temperature, the wind. So the temperature, the wind, and then the rain. And then got the batteries. Okay, so start with the temperature sensor. Slide the cover on your temperature sensor down to access this. You will need 2 AA batteries. Okay, and then place your batteries in, positive going to positive, and negative going to negative, and then there you are right there. And this is detecting the wrong sensor, so I need it. So I'm going to have to change this. So I'm going to have to go to I'm going to have to look at that. But yeah, that's that sensor. And I can put the cover back on it. And then now we have the wind sensor. The wind sensor, the cover, this one slides down as well. Okay, so there. That, and it needs 3 double A's. Okay, so we got 3 double A's in there now, and the blue light is blinking, which confirms that it is on and being powered. And it is doing that because the battery tab I have not pulled yet. And then now, last but not least, gonna put the batteries in our rain gauge. This requires 2 double A also. And put it in the correct direction and close this up. Okay, now that that is done, okay, so I'm just gonna go here quick and okay, and now it's gonna ask me to set it up. Okay, so now I need to see the app to connect it. Okay, so now I'm going to add the station. Okay, and then right here we're going to pull this tab in the battery so that the battery is active. And now we're just following the on-screen instructions in the app, because I already have the app. And it's still trying to find the wrong sensor, so I'll just deal with that later. Okay, and see, there will be an ID on the back of your device that wants you to scan. So I will do that. The stand does come down pretty hard, so then okay, and it found my display. Okay, and then you gotta name it and stuff, so gonna do that quick. Okay, and then okay. Okay. It will ask you to use your 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi band, so make sure you use that. Okay, and then you gotta press this button right here on the back. It's right there that says Wi-Fi. You gotta press that, and that will put it in the Wi-Fi configuration mode. And then, yes. Okay. and then it will ask you to connect to a specific Wi-Fi network that will show up, and wait for it to connect. Okay, it's connected, or it should be. Yes, it's connected. Okay, and now it says it's configuring device, and it says it's transferring sign-in information and that to the device. And it's confirming everything, and then I'll come back right after that. Okay, and then as you guys can see, the weather station is set up. Now I'm gonna add the sensors through the app. Okay. Devices. Okay. It's an add device. We'll scan the barcode. Yup. Okay. And then and then done. And now it says the device has been added. So now it will most likely switch, and it is most likely gonna try, and it should switch here soon because I changed which device, so that temperature isn't correct. So it should change here soon. So okay, now I'm gonna add another device, and we're gonna add the temperature now. Yes. Okay. That's done now. And now, last but not least, the rain gauge. Okay. And now all of the temperature stuff should show up. Just testing our temperature sensor. And it will probably take it a little bit to get going, so make sure the sensors and stuff are as close to your weather station as possible. Okay, I went through all the settings stuff already now. And then we have alerts, wind speed, now let's see here then. See if our wind speed updates at all. And you'll see the little the little light on there will blink once it sends a transmission. So we're just gonna make sure that this transmits, and then I'll come back. Oh, and it just did. You saw that change to 3K. So that one is connected. This does not need to be in there then. Okay. So then, okay. Okay. And now we'll put this as close as possible right there. Okay. So then we'll get this. And then once that connects, you're good. And now I'm going to go ahead and do okay. And I'm just going to make sure on this to press the TX button to force the signal to the station. So now that should do it. Let's see here. And then now for the extra sensor. And it still didn't find the right one, but oh, and is this the right rain gauge? No, this one is not the correct rain gauge. So I'm going to press and hold the minus button. Okay. I'll figure this out and then I'll come back.